So I have a framework for that. I call it the impact juice framework. The impact side of things guides you through 6 key elements of a compelling narrative. The juice side of it helps have someone else conduct a compelling interview that brings out all your stories and all your feelings. And when we did that on a challenge, we had a few people actually crying because it was so emotional for them, which is perfect for connecting and resonating and building brand and authority. So let's dive into that. So the first thing in impact, inciting incident, the spark that ignites your story. What even made the story worth telling? The beginning of the story. Motivation, the driving force behind your journey. Progression, the steps that you took along the way. What did you do about it? The action, decisive moves that actually made the difference. Climax, the turning point or breakthrough moment. And then the transformation, lasting change or the lesson learned. This is an arc that starts from like the beginning, this what happened, and this is what I did about it, and this what happened at the end. When you tell stories like that, then it keeps people engaged and interested. So let's do that. Let's take one. The first one, I'm spinning my wheels, but I'm not getting any traction. Let's see what it looks like. Picture this, 2 a.m. I'm staring at my computer screen, surrounded by empty coffee cups. I've just spent the last 14 hours creating content, tweaking my website, working on my business. But here's the kicker. My bank account doesn't reflect this effort. I'm exhausted, frustrated, and wondering if I'm cut out for this entrepreneurial thing after all. That night, I made a promise to myself. I was done with the endless hustle that led nowhere. I was determined to find a way to work smarter, not harder. I knew there had to be a better way to building a thriving business without burning out. So I started researching, learning, experimenting. I dove into courses on productivity, marketing, business strategy. I tested different tools and tactics. Some worked, many didn't. But with each attempt, I was learning and refining my approach. The game changer, I realized I needed to stop trying to do everything myself. I began leveraging AI tools to streamline my content creation. I focused on building genuine connections with my audience instead of chasing vanity numbers. And most importantly, I started showing up consistently even when I didn't feel ready. Today, my business looks drastically different. I'm working fewer hours, but making a bigger impact. I've built a loyal community of clients who value what I offer. And the best part, I wake up excited to work on my business, not drained by it. Sounds like a transformation you'd love to experience? That's exactly what we're diving into in my upcoming 5-day Build Your Brand and Authority with AI challenge. In just 1 hour a day, you'll learn how to nail down your unique brand voice, create content that truly resonates with your ideal clients, leverage AI to work smarter, not harder, build genuine connection that lead to real business growth. No more spinning your wheels. It's time to gain real traction with your business. Ready to join me? Let's turn your business dreams into a reality, one step at a time. Can't wait to see you in the challenge. Here's why this works. You create a 5-second video of you doing whatever, drinking coffee, exercising, watering the plant, going for a walk, doesn't matter. You put Sarah's pain point on the cover, like they did. Sarah clicks to read because it's her pain point. The story is engaging, so she's reading till the end. Takes her about 15-20 seconds to read the whole thing, all while the video loops at least 3 to 4 times. That signals the algorithm that there's interest in the video. It shows the video to more Sarahs and rinse and repeat. That's how you get the views, because the story is compelling to read all the way to the end. So all you have to do, think of Sarah, get a list of questions, keep the Impact Juice framework, tell the arc story, and get it out of your head and into video. How do you do that? You can be a guest on a podcast. If the podcast talks to your ideal client, if it talks about something completely different, it's not going to get the gems out of your brain. But you can be a guest on a podcast. You can use your client calls. This is amazing. Your client calls come in with, I'm just shouting into the void. And you're like, no, you're not. Let me tell you how. And you're there to help them. You take that call, that's your content. And I'm going to show you how to repurpose that. This is pretty cool. You talk to ChatGPT. You have ChatGPT on phone. You tell them what you're trying to do. You have your phone recording yourself or your webcam, and you're just having a conversation with AI, having them drill a little bit deeper. Or you get a Juice trained partner, and I can give you all the questions that we're using in the Juice model if you want to, or we can do this together. You get someone to sit there and just pull the gems out of your head. The important part is not to get stuck in the details. The important part is just to get the content. And I just want to show you that this is possible. If you were anything like Marisa, she was talking about, I was creating so much content. I was uncomfortable with the whole situation. I was concerned about making errors and it's not coming out correctly. I was concerned about a lot of stuttering, what I'm doing right now, because she said it on video. After Ifat showed me that it doesn't matter. Just create the content. And we're going to show you what to do with the content. It doesn't matter. You can go back and edit that. And when she had us do it, it was mind-blowing. I was amazed at what we can do. The way that using AI, going to put things in a simple form to somebody to understand what it is you're trying to do, you don't have to fumble through it. The simplicity of it was the biggest thing that I took away. It was just amazing how clear and concise everything was. It said exactly what I wanted to say without interruptions. So if you're coming into a recording with a podcast, with ChatGPT, with a juice trained expert, with a challenge, whatever it is, and you're just telling your stories, keeping the arch in mind, you get the content out, and here's how we actually do this. The good news, you only need 4 tools: Descript, Castmagic, Canva, and Pabler. Today we are going to focus on Castmagic, but I want to tease a little bit that I'm going to show you with Castmagic a hack that will allow you to write amazing copy without hiring a copywriter. So when you get into Castmagic, you need to create a space for yourself. You can choose whatever space you want. Each space comes with its own pre-made prompts. So if you're in a podcast, you're going to get the speaker bio because you're in a podcast. There's be an introduction, timestamps, questions that you can share online to get people to watch the entire interview. If you're choosing YouTube, you can have prompts for YouTube, like timestamps, YouTube description, email to let everybody come in and watch the YouTube. If you're using a marketing assistant, it will help you find all the things of your ideal clients, like your ideal avatar, what's the business proposition, how to do the things that you want to do. Each space has its own prompt connected to it. You can build as many spaces as you want for every specific thing in your business. But gotta warn you, this is very important. A lot of people forget this. AI is not a mind reader, meaning if you want to use the marketing assistant space and you are going to give it a podcast, it's not going to know what to do. It's going to give you poop in, poop out. You have to give it the right content for it to do all the things that you want it to do. Does that resonate?